Well, what is going on? Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick. This is the beautiful outdoors. Today, you can actually see the lighthouse as it's not foggy. I am up at Gull Harbour on Lake Winnipeg, the kind of the central end of Lake Winnipeg. Something a little bit different today. I'm going pike fishing. When people think of Hecla, they think of walleye, walleye, walleye. Well, I'm gonna go on an exploratory mission and see if I can find some pike. The goal is to just go with just my sled, not the sleigh. So I'll unhook that and try to get everything piled onto the sled. And we're gonna go fish pike with, not on normal tip-ups. We're gonna go fishing with the Finicky Foolers with rods and reels like I have done lots in the past. And we're going to give away some Finicky Foolers on this video. Stillwater Adventures from Verda, Manitoba contacted me and they're like, you know what, we'd like to do a giveaway and give a couple Finicky Foolers out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to announce a giveaway for the Finicky Foolers and a $50 gift card somehow in this video. But let's go get set up, or at least get there anyway, or find a spot and go catch some pike. Let's do it. Well, I've arrived at the pike destination. I'm going to pull the auger out, pop some holes, get some baits down. Actually, first things first, I'm gonna actually drill a live well, I think first, just because I want to make sure I take care of these fish. It's not too cold out right now, as in like I can be without gloves on, so I'm not too worried about them, but I'm going to pop a live well in case I get a great big one. For the most part, I'll probably just take the fish off at the hole, get them back right away, but if I get something that's really big, I'll take it over the live well, show it off like that, and then get a good release on it. So let's pop some holes and get some tip-ups fired in. Let's do it. Okay, flags are set, live wells drilled. Now I basically play the waiting game. I think that's probably the best part about the pike fishing. You just get to chill and hang out. In an hour or so, I'll cook up some burnt ends. I think I brought my cooker with me and all everything I need, hopefully. And yeah, just enjoy our day. It seems to be quite nice out. Man, I love Gull Harbour area. It's just so nice. Look at, again, nobody around. It's so good. Oh, that flag's gonna pop. Okay. She's running. She's running. She's a running. Give it a little bit, and we're gonna hit it. And then we're gonna hit it. I'm gonna check my drag too. Back up. And load. Oh, I go a little bit tighter drag yet. A little bit tighter. But we're on, baby. We're on. Feels decent too, actually. Pretty head shaky. Had a little bit of weight to start with, but those head shakes, when they go back quick like that, up and down quick, usually that's a signs of a medium to a smaller fish. A big one will have a big wide whoomp, whoomp. So yeah, I think it's just a medium sized fish. It's pushing quite a bit of water though, that's for sure. Okay, well, it's a nice start anyway. I'm not going to complain with that at all. Okay, have all my tools here ready to go. I've even got spreaders right there if I need, but usually I can get it out. Quick little show off. Oh, he got the camera all gross, but probably like a, I'd say 31-ish. He'd be a little bit too big to eat for shore lunch. I always talk about shore lunch. Shore lunch is so good. Okay, we're on the board anyway. Oh, it's running. It's running. It's running. This is good. This is good. We're just gonna hit it right away. Just gonna hit. I'm gonna take this off too, just because it's easy right now. Okay. Oh, Ooh, this one's got some weight. Oh boy, oh boy. The head shakes are pretty tight. Like I was talking about earlier, it's not like a big wide slap, but there's some weight to this fish for sure. Oh yeah, definitely bigger than the last fish, I'd say. I don't know how big. I got a pretty tight drag. I'm gonna back it off just a little bit, but it's already right here at the hole. Using the 43-inch heavy from Frostbite, Mr. Big. I don't think it's tiny. And if it's big, I'll go to the live well with it. But no, it's just, oh no, it's a nice fish. That's not big enough to go to the live well, but we'll pull it out, take the hook out, show it off. Not a bad fish at all. Mid-30s, 36-ish, something like that probably. Nice fish. Just a big, fat, thick one. Like one of my buddies says, an egg wagon. They're just a big egg wagon. That's so good. Okay, it's happening. 2 fish down. Well, so far a pretty good day. 2 pike on the ice. I've had 2 other false flags. Been fishing for an hour or so. I did get a little bit later. I did get out a little bit later. Speak English, Clayton. But it is like 12:30 right now. It's time for some lunch right there. Big smoke barbecue, Texas burnt ends. Going to fire up the burner, boil some water, and these will, once the water's boiling, it'll be 20 minutes in there. The boil bags like this, I know I've been talking lots about this on videos, but that's such an easy lunch right there. So that'll be lunch, some burnt ends, and hopefully some big pike for dessert. We're still going to do the giveaway for the Finicky Foolers, and I'll also talk about how I set up my pike rig. I brought with me some hooks, swivels, wire, etc. So we'll actually set up a rig as well on this video, so the person that does win the Finicky Foolers can use it, and they'll know how to set up the rigs. Anyways, I'm hungry, so let's get some burnt ends a-cooking. Burnt ends, baby, right here. You know what's crazy? A bag of meat like this, $22 I think is what it costs. A bag of beef jerky that's not near as much as something like this is like 15 bucks. Don't eat the beef jerky, eat burnt ends. Oh, so good. She's moving. Oh boy. I just went to go close the bail and go reel into it, but it actually took a run right as I went to do that. It's coming right at me right now. I don't think it's very big. Okay. Well, we're catching some fish anyway. Yeah, like I said, just a little guy. Just a little guy. Hopefully at some point we get one big enough to take to the live well, but that one's not the one that's going to the live well. Ice well, I guess, technically. Okay, so the giveaway for the Finicky Foolers for 2 hole covers. These are a 10-inch foam hole cover. These things work so good. I don't use them just for tip-up fishing. I use them sometimes like in the shelter at night when I'm camping, and I want to cover the hole. That way nothing's going to fall down that hole. These things are amazing. Huge fan of these Finicky Fooler covers, hole covers, but 2 of these and then 2 of the actual tip-ups. Now how these work is the flag comes out there, goes in this little hole right there. This little peg comes out. I got mine a little bit bent because these are pretty used already. Goes into this little hole right here. Your rod goes into here, and then this little mechanism right here, this arm comes out and it slides over a bit and right there. So what happens is you put your rod here out with your bail open and your line under this mechanism. And when the fish takes the bait, this mechanism comes up like this. Here, I'll put the flag down and show you firsthand how it works. But that's when it's loaded. So then the fish takes the bait, the mechanism lifts, and the flag pops. just like that. I'll put some instructional videos below, right from the Finicky Fooler website. They do a great job with some instructional videos of how to use them. This is now my second season with them. I'm more than happy. I don't just use them for pike, I use them for lake trout, I use them for walleye, and I think I've used them for perch a little bit as well. You can set them really, really loose or really tight. The only thing you can't do probably is like hang like a 20-inch Cisco or something like that. A little bit harder, it's gonna probably lift the mechanism. But most of the big Ciscos that I use like that for lake trout, I'm laying them right on the bottom anyways. But Finicky Fooler, the two, like I said, so this and this, two of them, we're gonna run, and a $50 gift card from Stillwater Adventures, I believe it's called, from Vernon, Manitoba. We're gonna make a comment on the bottom of this video. Comment to me what species you plan to use these for. Please note below that watch out for any of the scam people that say you've won, contact me through Telegram. That's not gonna happen. You'll see a verified check mark for it from me saying that, hey, you've won. We'll let this contest run for a week, and then I'll make an announcement probably on a future video. I'll also probably I'll comment on the video too in the comment after a week if you're the winner, but I'll also include it into a future video. So enter below, just comment what you plan on using your Finicky Foolers for, and a $50 gift card too from Stillwater Adventures. And I definitely encourage you to spend a little bit more than that $50 gift card too. They're a great store, great people, and they have a large selection of different baits. They bring in a lot of stuff that I use personally, which I love to see. So anyways, comment below for your chance to win some Finicky Foolers. Oh yeah. Oh, Clayton, the camera's dead. I brought my main camera over here, and I guess it's dead. Okay, that's the way it goes. Oh, oh boy. I think we have a contender. Oh boy. Oh boy. And of course, like I said, my main camera is dead. Like a donkey. I forgot to change the battery, but it's okay. I got the head camera going. It's coming right at me right now. I got the head camera going, and if it's big, we'll just land it, take it to the live well, show it off. It's got weight, which I like, and it's not head shaky. When they start freaking out and they give those big head shakes, that's when I'm not a huge fan of them. Okay, easy. It's stuck on the bottom. There we go. My leader was right on the bottom of the ice. It's right here. It must be big, right? It's got to be big. So I want it to go down a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay. Where is it? I can't tell. It's not small. That's for sure. It's definitely not small. Where are you? It's big enough where it's not easy to turn up the hole, that's for sure. It's right there. Oh yeah. Oh boy. It's a big fish. It's hooked in the... Oh, it's hooked somehow. It got hooked in its fin. And I only got a single hook. Getting this fish up isn't going to be easy. I might have to get another rod. Oh, no. It came up. It came up. Okay, that's why it felt bigger though too. It's because it was hooked really funny. Normally they don't get hooked there with a single hook. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Huh. That's a weird place. Like I've seen when you have two hooks, right? Like you get one hook down there, but no idea how that happened. It must have slipped out of its mouth and then kept going. Okay. But a single barbless comes out relatively easy. It's a nice like 34-ish, 33, 34. Okay. That's why I felt a little bit bigger at first, because it was hooked funny. Okay. Well, I can't really talk to that camera. So we'll just get a bait down and get reset up. Well, I was really hoping to ice a big pike before I kind of showed off the rig that I use for these Finicky Foolers on a rod. And I use this on a regular tip up too, but what I use are three components, I guess. These is a VMC rolling swivel, 80-pound test. And then on the business end, these are #2 Barbarian trebles. I run mostly, like, I'd say 4 to 7 8-inch baits, which is fine with just one hook. If I started to run two hooks, I'd have to run a bigger bait, like a 10 to a 14-inch bait. But I find for the most part, you don't always need a great big bait for big pike, especially in this time of the year where they're just maybe starting to think about eating heavily. But anyways, #2 Barbarian treble, 80-pound rolling swivel, VMC. Huge fan of the VMC terminal tackle. And this is right here, this is American fishing wire. This isn't what the case looks like at all. I'll flash that right up right here, American fishing wire. I use 26-pound 7x7 strand nylon coated. It's very, very tieable. So what I do is I put a swivel here onto my braid. This is 30-pound, no, sorry, this is 20-pound Sufix 832 ice braid, and then that swivel, and then I use what's called a saltwater loop knot right here, and this one's about 18 inches. I run a little bit longer sometimes just because I have to retie a few times when the pike kind of mess up the end of the wire. But a saltwater loop knot right here at the swivel, and then a saltwater loop knot at the hook. And that's all I use. And I hook it right in the center and kind of balance it out in the middle of the fish so it sits nice and horizontal like. And yeah, that's all I do. Basic. I tie my own leaders just because it's that much easier. It's more convenient. I do need to get some more wire. The wire is very, very expensive, like for a 100-meter roll, which is a lot. A 100-meter roll, that probably lasts you a lifetime. It's like 280 bucks American, I think, something like that at the cheap end. But like I said, 100 meters will last you a lifetime. You can get smaller rolls, but AFW, American fishing wire, 26-pound, 7x7 strand, nylon coated. And yeah, I tried to connect to them a few times to get them to send me some wire because I use their stuff so much and I promote it all the time, but they just don't ever seem to reply to any emails. So one day I'm just going to drive down to Florida and be like, hey, I think that's where their company is. Give me some wire. No, I don't mind buying it because it's really, really good stuff. It's the best I've used. I use it all throughout the summertime too. I run 26-pound, 40-pound, and then sometimes 65-pound. It all depends on the size of the bait, but I like wire for pike, not fluoro, especially if the bait's ever going to go completely in their mouth. I have had instances where it's sliced 80, 100-pound mono, and it's always because the bait's all the way in their mouth and their tooth catches the center of the line, and when you give it a hook set, it splices the line right down the center. It's so weird. It's never like broken like right, like straight like this. It's always down the line because their tooth gets caught and it shears it. Not shears it, but shreds it. Shreds it, I guess would be the proper terminology. But yeah, that's what I run. Hopefully I still get another flag yet. It'd be nice to see one more big fish, or a big fish, I should say, not one more big fish, a big fish in general. I still got lots of pike fishing to do yet this year. Thankfully too, in Manitoba now, you can pike fish all year round. There's no seasons that are closed. So even in April, I'm going to try to probably do some pike fishing. And then as soon as I can get the boat out, I'm going to try to do some pike fishing and stuff like that as well. But I do love pike. It's honestly one of my favorite species to fish for. Not going to lie. I had to say not going to lie because there was a comment recently that guys like, don't say not going to lie. I'm like, I just say it because it's one of my sayings. It's all good. Relax. Oh, I'm a little sunburnt, I think. And going a little stir crazy. I want to fish with Bubbles and Ricky and Julian. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hey Ricky, there's a flag over there. Well, as you can see, we are back in the room in cabin number 12. It's dark. It's actually late o'clock. It's actually late right now. I've already showered. Lots of people always ask me how come I wear a hat. Well, it's comfortable, but I do have hair. I'm not losing it either. But anyways, we're back in the room. I had supper at the restaurant, at the Gull Harbour restaurant. Such a good place, good food. I'm a little windburned, not gonna lie. It's not sun, I think this is just wind. But we didn't get her done for big fish today at all. We did not get it accomplished. But I still got time to pike fish. I didn't do any underwater camera or anything like that for these videos, or this video I should say, just for the fact that I wanted to stay really mobile with the sled, and I didn't take a sleigh with me at all. I went on an exploratory mission to some water that I've never fished before, so I just wanted to be mobile and not haul a sleigh around with me. But I look forward to doing some more pike fishing on Lake Winnipeg in the future. I'll have to hook up with my buddy Daniel Stagg at some point. He catches a big mama pike out here, but I could see even having a boat out here at some point and just looking for pike. Like, I think Lake Winnipeg has giant pike in it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, get outside.